less enthusiasm maybe, so I don't choke to death. Hey everyone, it's Aimee and welcome to a complete disaster, quite frankly. Today's video is going to be my first update on my 2020 project pan. If you didn't see the first video where I outlined all the products, I'll link it down below. But yes, this is a disaster. Welcome to my life where my neuroses ruin everything I plan. We'll get into that in a minute. Don't forget, if you haven't been deterred by this crazy introduction, to go ahead and subscribe for more Project Pan and no bio videos, and give this a thumbs up because everything's going wrong and I need something to go right. Okay, seriously though guys, this is gonna be my first, like I said, Project Pan update. This is the first Project Pan that I have ever done, and I feel like I just rushed in with no clear plan. Like, I thought I had a really good idea of how I was going to do this, about how to make it the most effective project pan that I could, and I inadvertently did a terrible job of that. So my idea, if you didn't know, if you didn't see that first video, for this project pan was to choose 10 videos to work on throughout the year, which seems like a reasonable enough goal. But now that I'm like 6 weeks into the project pan, I've realized I definitely could have done things a little differently. These 10 things are my official project pan items that I'm actively trying to pan, but I'm also actively trying to pan a bunch of other things as well. And when I first went into my no buy year, my main goal was to like use up the stuff that I have. And the most effective way of doing that for me was to first go in and use up all the products that had like little dregs here and there left inside, so that I could just like get rid of those, like knock those out of the park really quickly. Is that it? Did I use that expression right? I don't think I did. I don't think that was right. But you know what I mean. Like, I just wanted to get through them and shift them on out of my life. But none of those products were actually included in my project pan. So I've panned a bunch of products, and you'll have seen that if you watched my most recent empties video. I'll link that down below. But none of them were the project pan list. Moving forward, if I did another project pan, which I feel like I probably would next year, then instead of just choosing 10 products that I feel like are challenge pieces, because these are challenge pieces for me, I would instead think about, okay, what do I actively want to use up right now? And then once that one thing is used up, replace it with another thing. And I think that would be a much more productive use of this project pan project. And it would also help to keep me sane, because right now I'm chipping away at these products and I'm trying my best to like stay the course with them. But I know that there are other things in my makeup collection that are so close to done, and I just want to get through those. So I think some kind of like rolling carousel type project pan where I use one thing up, take it off, bring another one in to replace it, would have been a lot more effective than just 10 products for the whole year. That was a rant that nobody asked for. Now let me show you the progress I've made. That was kind of like a disclaimer for why I have made very little progress on a lot of these products. Now let's talk about the progress. So the first two things I want to talk about, I'm gonna lump them together as one because what I have to say about each of these is very similar. It's the Wet n Wild Mega Length Mascara and the Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion. Now with both of these things, we obviously can't see the progress that's being made, but I'm quite confident that very little progress has been made. For the mascara, it was because I had another mascara that I was desperately trying to like get rid of out of my life. So this ended up kind of on the back burner. Now that I've been actively trying to use this, I have been using it pretty much every day. So we're making some progress with this. But with the primer potion, again, I'm just not reaching for it every day. And the reason for that is simply because realistically, it serves no purpose in my life. And I talked about this in the initial introduction to my project pan. Like, this just isn't a product that I need in my life. If you are doing crazy, bold, colorful eye looks, or you use a lot of glitter, then maybe an eye primer is something that you need. But if you are me and you use the same boring neutral eye look every day with very little eyeshadow, then like this is a waste of time. One thing that I am making fairly steady progress on is my Revolution 0.2% retinol fine line correcting serum. It has hair on it. Nice. You can see right there the line that showed where I was at the end of January when I started this project pan, and now it's down to here. So that's pretty good progress. Yeah, we're making good progress. It's going okay. Next, I have my Wild Mint Green Tea Clay Mask. And I've used this a few times. It's a small jar, so you would think it would be very easy to get through, but it's the kind of product that you really don't need very much of. So there is some progress there, but not a huge amount of progress. Okay, my battery just died, but we are back. We are ready to keep going. Next, let's talk about the lipsticks. I have 3 of those in my project pan, and they had all already been somewhat used. So I had the Color Riche 632, the Rimmel Heather Shimmer, it's the Moisture Renew, and the Clinique Long Last lipstick in Pink Spice. These two, the Clinique and the Rimmel, I feel like I've made quite good progress with. I've really been alternating between these 2 lipsticks for everyday wear, but quite frankly, the Color Riche L'Oreal one, when it came time to film this video, I couldn't even find it. I had like stuffed it in a bag somewhere at the end of January and like completely forgot that it existed. So I have made no progress with this one, but the other 2, I'm gonna show you like the little markings that I've made on paper to show how they're like being used up. As you can see, the Clinique one, there's not too much left of that, but the Rimmel one is really exciting because I feel like we're really down to the last little nub of it. There's really not much there at all. So I'm coming after this one aggressively. Then I have my powder products. This is the Rimmel Kate like face palette in Coral Glow. And I only have the blush and the highlight that I'm working on. The bronzer fell out. But I feel like we are making progress with this. It's very difficult to see. I'm going to include some pictures that will hopefully show that I am making progress with this, but I can see some definite dips in here that were not there at the beginning. Slow progress is better than no progress. And then we have the foundations. The first one is the Too Faced Born This Way foundation. I swear, the more I use this, the more I hate it. And you can see I have made some progress with this. Started up here and now we're down here. So we're a little more than halfway left on this. The problem with this foundation, other than the fact that I just hate putting it on my face, is that we have a very narrow window of opportunity with this because it's so pale. And as it starts to get warmer and as I'm starting to go to the pool, soon if I put this on my face, I'm gonna look like crazy white face with like marginally more tanned body. It'll still be very white and pasty, but less white and pasty than my face. And then the last foundation is the No. 7 Stay Perfect foundation. I have the complete opposite problem with this one because this is way too dark for me right now. This is going to come into its own during the summer months, so I have made literally no progress with this. Haven't even looked at it. So there you have it. What a complete and utter failure. I don't know about you guys, but as much as I do feel like I'm being driven slowly crazy by this whole thing, I am really enjoying Project Pan. I'm really enjoying using stuff up, the stuff that's in the Project Pan, as well as other stuff. My empties video was such a blast. I really enjoyed it. And I'm just loving this whole no buy year. It's going really well so far. I would love to know how your Project Pan progress is going, if you guys are doing that this year, or like how is just life? Let's chat. Let me know in the comments down below. Don't forget to go ahead and subscribe, click that notification button so you don't miss out on any videos. Give this video a thumbs up. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you all soon.